Hi, welcome to Tasty Treats 2020. Today this is the first one in the series of the house sampler blocks, and I've got a picture here. It's on my website. This year we're doing a whole series of patterns called 2020 Tasty Treats on different topics, and each pattern is going to have 20 sections or 20 blocks or 20 appliques or 20 something like that. And this is one of the blocks that we're doing, so this is going to be the first block that I'm going to show you today. If you've purchased the pattern from the website, that's GourmetQuilter.com, you'll find that you get information on fabrics and general information on how to do some of the piecing and things, and then you'll get a page for each block which will come out daily, so that has all the cutting information and how to put things together. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and thank you for joining me to do this. I've already cut out my pieces according to the pattern for the block 1. So I'll just show you that I've made the block in a different colourway as well, so that you get an idea. You don't always have to have red roofs. My quilt is going to have red roofs, but this quilt is looking like having blue roofs and yellow walls. I'm calling these my walls, the surround, because that would be my house. And so what we're doing is making a block to sit inside the framework, which is my yellow walls. So because I've already cut everything out, I can lay everything out ready to start sewing, and because this is a very simple block, being just a 9 patch, then we're just going to sew them together into 3 separate rows of squares. And I don't necessarily think you need to watch me do every little bit of stitching, but that's how I would set my blocks out. I would sew my 3 rows together and then sew those together into one block, and then I'm going to come back and I'll show you how to do the surrounds. So I'll just get started on the sewing, but as I said, you won't need to watch me do every little bit, because I'm sure you know how to do this bit. So I've sewn together my 9 patch. So I did my 3 rows, joined my rows together. I've pressed I've pressed all the seams into the dark fabric. I've pressed the other seams all one way, because I think that works well for me. Now I'm just going to put the surround or the walls on. So I've already cut my strips to length, and I'm going to put one on each side first. I like to get into a bit of a rhythm with these sorts of things. I do the sides first and then I do the top and bottom, or it could be the other way around, but the shorter ones first, because they're the same size as the block. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch those on, and I'll come back and show you before I put the other ends on as well. So I've got both the sides on, and I'm just pressing that seam into each side. I like to press from the front because I think it's less likely to get little pleaty bits in it. And now I've just got these last 2 sides to put on, because as I said, we're going to come back and do the roofs at a later date. So now it's just sewing those on. That everything should fit because we've sewn with our 1/4 inch seam allowance, and I'll go ahead and do this and show you the finished block. So I've got my sides on, pretty exciting. This block is just about done. And so there I've got my 9 patch, which as you can see is the house and walls. Even this one could have a blue roof. And so that's done as far as we're going to go at the moment, ready for a roof, and we'll do the roofs another time. And so that's it for this block. Have a look at GourmetQuilter.com for 20 house sampler blocks if you're interested in the pattern. Thank you.